So hey you guys, welcome back. I'm gonna do something a little different today. I'm gonna do a holiday makeup tutorial. I am not a makeup girl. I have no idea what I'm doing, so I partnered on this with ikatehouse. This is a great website that sells all sorts of makeup products. They ship it fast right to your door, but the prices are unbelievable. And you also earn extra points, Kate Fairy points that you can use towards other cosmetics in the future. So everything that I use today for this holiday makeup tutorial, and including these gorgeous iKate professional makeup brushes, some makeup organizers, so much, you're going to win so much today, is going to be shipped to one of you worldwide. All you have to do is comment below to enter. So hey, this is me barefaced. Yep, I'm old and I have English skin, so it's not great. Age spots, no offense to anyone who lives in England who might have great skin. That's just what my family calls our really bad skin. Age spots, red spots, uneven, acne, and wrinkles all at the same time. It's fantastic. So we're gonna start with my eyes, and the reason is because I always do my foundation first, and then when I do my eyes, it falls onto my foundation and leaves like this, you know, the dark powder that I try to brush off, and I look even more tired than I am. So I'm going to start with my eyes, and this is a tip I learned. Like Scotch tape, my friends, it's not just for gifts, it's also for your eyeballs. So I'm gonna just put that right on the corner there, just so I get a nice sharp crease and I don't droop down. I already have like low drooping eyes, so when I do my makeup and if I go down too far past the edge, they droop even more and I look even more tired. So if you just put some, trust me, if you just put some Scotch tape here on the corner, I wish I could leave it like that and just pull it back. No, I have to take it off later. But if you just put some on the corner, it's gonna really help you get that nice upward line there. So I'm gonna start with my eyes, and I'm using this Cara palette that I got from obviously ikatehouse. And I love this palette. I love the chocolates and the light and the browns, and I love that it's heading towards the pink because I really think that that sort of goes with my skin tone well. So I'm gonna start with just the lightest shade here and just go all over my lid, all the way from, you know, my eyelashes all the way up to my brows, and just cover that. And it's nice. It has a lot of pigment to it, which is surprising because it's a really inexpensive eyeshadow palette. And again, I have one for you guys too. The winner of this will win this eyeshadow palette as well. So now I'm just gonna go into the crease, and I'm gonna choose something a little dark and sparkly, probably this one here. And I love this brush. It's my MAC, I don't know, maybe it has a number. It doesn't. But anyways, some people know the numbers. I don't know the numbers. It's a nubber. I call it my nubber because see how cute and nubby it is? Can you see that? I'll show my forehead as the background. It's my nubber. So I find this one is so perfect for really getting into the crease. And because I have really like small, tiny, deep set eyeballs, I really have to go just slightly above the crease there to make my eyes look less hooded and less tiny whiny. So I'm going to do that. I know you're thinking this looks terrible, but I'm gonna blend it. I'm going to blend it out. But I really find that this helps just make it a little, you know, them look a little bit bigger and less deep set, I guess, less hooded. So I'm going to go ahead with my nubby, and now using the same brush with no product that I put all the light on, I'm just gonna make sure that I blend that really well. Again, using my nubby, I gotta find the name of this brush. I love this so much. I'm gonna choose a really nice darker one here, and I'm gonna layer this in. And where I like to go darker is really on the outset here, on the outer corner of my eye, just working into the crease and also working about halfway on my upper lash. And that's because, again, my eyeball, look at how tiny they are. They're just obnoxiously small. So doing this with a little bit of a darker shade and building it up is going to make them seem a little bit bigger. And because I have the Scotch tape, you guys, I can't mess up and go too far making my eyes look droopy. So the Scotch tape's like my built-in guard protecting me from myself because I really suck at makeup. So again, I'm gonna just blend this like halfway on my lid and then pull it up into the crease again. Now using the same brush that I did before without any additional product on it, I'm just gonna blend that slightly out. I'm so happy for the tape. Before I started using the tape, I'd blend and then it would be like all down here because I don't really know what I'm doing. Now I'm gonna use a different brush, which I also don't know the name of, and I'm gonna choose something sparkly, probably this top one here. You can see it's light, but it has definitely like a brownish reddish tinge to it, and it has lots of sparkles. So I'm gonna just put that all over from the lid, from the inner corner, blending it to where I put the dark. So just blending it to where I have the dark there. So can you guys see so far? I'm closing my eyes. My eyes are really tiny. We're gonna fix my tiny eye problem in a second and make it look a little bit better. But we're getting started. We're getting somewhere. Next, I'm gonna use this NikNak eyeliner. It's waterproof, and I love that it's 24 hours because I can't use a liquid liner or anything like that. It ends up running down my face. I rub my eyes, I cry when I laugh. I'm just really like expressive all the time. So I need a waterproof 24-hour eyeliner, and this one's really subtle, so it's not like you're wearing eyeliner. I just feel like I can't get away with that because I don't have a steady enough hand. I suck at makeup. I'm not good enough. So this is using like a pencil eyeliner, especially one that you can twist up so I don't have to sharpen it, is always my go-to eyeliner. And I'm just gonna line the top and then line my under lash line, and it makes such a difference. And I use the bottom to just smoke it out a little bit, so it's not really obvious, but it makes a big difference, making my eyes appear a lot bigger. So we'll go ahead. And again, a liquid liner's way more dramatic, you know, and I know I gotta get the hang of it, but if you're like me and you're like a beginner in the makeup world, an eyeliner is such a must. And again, because we have the tape on our eyeballs, which I know is weird, I can't mess up and go too far down or anything like that. And it also gives you the ability, if you want, you can wing it out. I mean, why not give it a try, right? You're never too old for winging it. And then I'm just gonna go on the bottom here. Just a little bit. I like that it's really, really, really subtle, this eyeliner, because otherwise I always feel like I look like a drag queen. I do. I put on my own makeup, it's like a child playing with makeup, and I look like I'm in drag afterward. Like Uncle Fester in drag. That's how I feel when I see myself in a lot of makeup. So I'm just gonna go ahead and line, and you can probably just see already, it looks more dramatic, right? It makes my eyes look bigger and just better. So, oh God, you see how much that pulled? God, where's the collagen and elasticity in my skin? It is gone, you guys. Okay, on we go. So now it's time for foundation and stuff like that. I'm going to prime with this LA Girl Pro Prep Primer. I love the way this feels, honestly. It's just so smooth and it glides on, and when you're getting to my age, no, I just have really bad skin. Some people who are much older than me have beautiful skin, but I find when I wear foundation, no matter what I wear, it settles into my lines and makes me feel even older and look even older, and I have really, really deep wrinkles. So, I like using a primer because it just helps it glide on, and it doesn't settle into your pores, or your foundation settle into your pores or settle into your lines and wrinkles, and it helps it really smooth on nice. So, primer. That's carrying on. So ikatehouse actually chose the makeup for me today because I don't know anything about makeup, and so I'm always looking for great foundation, so fingers crossed this is it. It's LA Girl Pro Coverage High Definition Long Wear Illuminating Foundation, and I'm going to use the brush they give me. I usually give a sponge, but I love this brush. Is so soft, this ikatehouse makeup brush, so I'm going to use the foundation brush and a couple of squirts. I told them my skin was fair. They really, let's hope they chose right. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put some on my hand and buff it onto the brush here and then apply to my face. It's looking okay. It's definitely like, I always like feel when I put on foundation that it looks like I have like cakey face on. You know what I'm saying? I always feel like I'm like, it's too much. And then I watch tutorials on YouTube and they're like slathering that junk on. It's crazy pants to me. So we're gonna slather today. And I think the trick is obviously blending, which I'm gonna try with this beautiful brush to do. But when they add like the contour and stuff, so it doesn't just like look like you have a face that's all one color, right? I think when you add the different colors to your face, like you contour and you add blush, it just makes, you know, it makes it look a little better. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend this in. So now I'm gonna go ahead with the LA Girl Pro Concealer and just sort of conceal my horrid areas. So my spots, let's be honest, I have acne spots, I have scars, I have age spots, I have this weird thing that I'm pretty sure is cancer that won't go away. So I'm gonna use the concealer and I'm just gonna use my finger and I'm gonna try to, you know, hide all of those spots. I'm also gonna do under my eyes, and I used to make the mistake when I used concealer under my eye of like just doing under my eye, and then I had like reverse raccoon. You guys know what I'm talking about. And I was just like, oh look, and then I'd see a picture of myself. I would just look like have reverse raccoon. So the trick I learned is to really like just pull it down a little bit. And this is looking a little, I mean the tape worked for sure, that I didn't drag it down, but I'm just gonna blend that with this. Yeah, that's better. Blend it a little bit better so it's not so like, hello, I used some tape to do my eyeballs today. So I'm just gonna use this to, yeah, blend that out just slightly. I like using my finger for concealer, I don't know why. Always have, I know. I don't really know what I'm doing, that's why. So I like using my finger. So I'm actually pretty impressed with this concealer. I'm not sold, I don't think, on the foundation color, but the concealer is so nice. It's so thin, but still has really great coverage. So I'm not feeling that cakey, chalky feeling that I usually feel with concealer. So now I'm gonna set with LA Girl Pro Powder. It's like a setting powder. It's white. I don't know. I think this is the powder that they use, you know, when you see all those celebrities and then they have a picture and they have like the white all over. See, it's misting. Oh, can you see that? It's like magic. I don't know if you can see that. It's creating like a dust. So I'm gonna go ahead with this Kate brush and just pat it in. I don't know if I'm doing it right. Let's find out at the end. I've heard of this thing where you bake it. Where you bake your face. My face has been baked enough, thank you very much. I don't know what that means, to bake your face, but I just think I shouldn't try it. I just shouldn't go there. Next I'm gonna do my brows. You can see I already did one because I thought it was filming and it wasn't. But I'm gonna use this Cara palette that one of you is going to win. It's such a good price for this, crazy good price for this palette. And I'm going with this one here, which is usually a little bit darker than I would choose, but I am going to just use this Skinny MAC 266. I read on the side, that's what the brush this is, to go ahead and just fill in my brow a little bit because they just disappear. They disappear on my face. So I'm trying not to go overboard. This is a darker color than I would normally do. So I'm gonna finger blend it after, just so it's not so like, hey, you drew on your brows. Lady, why'd you draw on your brows? But I think doing your eyebrows, especially right now, it's like, that's a lot of brow. I know what you're thinking. But once you put the eyeshadow and everything on, it makes a big difference. So now I'm gonna go ahead and contour. I'm not great at this, let's be honest. And this is the only thing you're not getting. All the other makeup you're getting, so I apologize for that. But this is Maybelline's Master Contour, and it comes with like a highlighter, a blush, and like a dark contour. The only one I ever use is the dark contour, but so I'm gonna go ahead and attempt this a little bit. Just using a brush. We're gonna see what we do here. So wish me luck. So when you contour your face, I guess, apparently, you kind of just want to go where you're right under your natural cheekbone, and then I have a giant forehead. So putting some on the top here on your forehead is going to help to bring your forehead down. And basically you want to do your contour like a big 3. So you want to kind of go around and then around again, a big 3 there. I also absolutely despise my nose. Like there's a hatred there. As a kid I was called Miss Piggy and just all sorts of things, and it's really wide. It's even wider because I had my jaw widened as a kid a couple of centimeters, and it widened my nose as well. So everybody has things about them that they absolutely hate. My nose is a thing. So I'm just with my finger, because I don't want to grab another brush right now, I'm just gonna slightly contour the sides of my nose there, and then I'll blend that out after. I just really hate it, and I don't know if this works or does anything or not, but we're making us look like a clown, or I look like a clown. I'm gonna go ahead and blend this in and then use a little bit of highlighter. Now for the highlighter, I'm going with LA Girl Strobe Light. It's a strobing powder. I'm gonna guess that this is a highlighter. We're gonna find out in a second. So the highlighter, you just want to apply like above where you're gonna put your, it's stroby all right. You're gonna want to put above where you'd put your blush. So it's like, you know, I haven't put the blush on yet, but you're gonna put like contour, blush, and then the highlighting powder, I guess, on top. Right here on the very top part of my cheekbone. I don't have a cheekbone. Let's be honest here, I don't have a cheekbone. I think you're supposed to put some here too. I think you're supposed to have some on your chin. And I think I'm making this crap. I am making this up, but we're gonna go ahead and just highlight here on my cheekbone. It's very sparkly. Like I normally would never wear something so shimmery, but we'll see when it's all together how that turns out. So now for a blush, we're gonna use Milani in a baked blush, and I really like this color. Let's see, it's Berry Amore. And again, the winner's going to get this. And again, everything's from ikatehouse. They just have so much great makeup for amazing prices. So I'm pretty much addicted. And like I said before, one of my favorite things is you can go on there, they have the dollar cosmetics, but they also have, you know, what's hot right now. So if you really have no idea like me about makeup, you can go on there and really, you know, get an idea of what's the best selling things right now and what people are using and what palettes people are using. So I love that too about the site. So we're getting there. We're definitely getting there. Blush makes such a difference, doesn't it? So now we're gonna go ahead and use mascara. This is Maybelline's Full and Soft. I've never used it before, but I'm going to put it on. I'm not going to do this on camera because it's complicated enough for me to put on mascara, you guys. So I'm gonna pause this and come back and show you what it looks like. So they did send me 2 lip colors, and one of their most popular is the Milani, and it's called 69 Matte Beauty, and I love this color. It's really natural, and I'm excited to try that, but because this is a holiday one, I think I'm gonna go with the Milani Red. I never wear red because, well, it's terrifying, let's be completely honest. But this is number 14 called Devotion, and it looks like a lip cream. So I'm scared. It looks terrifying to me, but I'm gonna try. I got it. No, I'm scared. Well, it's too late to turn back now. Oh. I gotta get closer to the mirror for this, you guys. So I'll be back in a second and show you what it looks like. Okay, here's what I will say about it. It is on there. Like sometimes you wear red and it smears around. This is going nowhere, guys. Like this is so stuck in place. I could like eat 1,000 lollipops. Popsicles. This is going nowhere very fast. So, except on my teeth. It's going nowhere except on my teeth. It's not for me. It's not for me. But now I'm kind of stuck with it and I have to go pick up my kids off the bus. But otherwise, everything else I'm happy with. I don't know how to tone this down. I'm gonna see if maybe putting this over top can tone down the lip a little. It's scary. I don't want to leave the house right now. I'm scared. I'm not loving the lip. So I took off the red. It was actually not so bad to get off, and I went with the Matte Beauty, but I'm not loving this either. It's definitely a lot more brown than I would normally go. So I'm gonna try a different lipstick. You guys can let me know in the comments below which one you like the best. So this is coming off and we're gonna try this again. So thank you guys so much for watching. I didn't do fake lashes. I don't do fake lashes. They like half fall off when I've tried them in the past, but ikatehouse has amazing prices on their lashes. They're like $1, $2, such great prices. So definitely check out their website. They have a whole selection of dollar cosmetics, $2 cosmetics. It's a fantastic website. I really, really suggest it. And again, one of you is gonna win all the makeup that I wore for this tutorial and these great brushes, this great organizer, and I'm gonna put the link to all of the different products I use down below. I'll put the name of all of them and a link of where you can get them at ikatehouse. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Go bold this holiday with your makeup, even if you're like me and you're not a big makeup person. I think, you know, it makes you feel good, gives you a little bit of confidence, and you know, perfect time is those holiday upcoming parties. So have a Merry Christmas, and I'll see you next time. Like 2 Christmases ago, I decided to wear to one of my husband's work Christmas parties fake lashes, like because you know everybody wears fake lashes, and I tried the glue and it was bad. I know they have now like the self-adhesive, but I don't know what happened. I drank too much, so that's probably one thing that happened. But it was like half coming off and I didn't even realize. I went to the bathroom and one was completely gone and the other one was just like hanging. Super embarrassing. This is what always happens at holiday parties. I get nervous, I drink too much, I end up like ripping my Spanx off halfway through the night, throwing them in the garbage in the bathroom, makeup's everywhere, hair's everywhere, fake lashes hanging off. It's never a pretty sight, me at a holiday party. So this is toned down. Maybe I could do this. There's no way that this can really embarrass me. So that's a thing.